Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is another Infinity Kingdom video. This is going to be my 4th video in the series. I've shown you some of the different immortals you can get from the summoning. I've shown you how to empower some of those immortals with different ways. I've shown you some of the technology, some of the buildings which boost your power, boost your march. Now we're going to get into some action. We're going to start to fight through the arena, we're going to fight in the real world. And you can see some of those things that we've been talking about over the last few videos coming into act here. We're going to try and blow up the arena. Right, so firstly, I'm going to walk you through my squads, my teams, my troop setup. So I've got 3 pretty, in fact, let me show you my dragons. My dragons have developed a lot. I've been working hard in the dragon cave. So I've now got all of my 3 main dragons to adulthood. I've started to use the domesticate to improve their skills. And yeah, I mean, in terms of the extra stats now I'm getting from my dragons, it's pretty damn huge. And they're looking sweet and fine. Like my lightning dragon, I don't really have a great lightning team built out. I throw him in the team anyway because he just does a ton of damage with his lightning shriek. And then I've unlocked this second ability just today actually, which is reducing the damage, that normal attack damage of some units. So pretty cool. My dragon from the water side, I do have a full dragon team. It's probably one of my best teams. This guy has now got a level 4 in his life source, so restoring HP to troops, massively enhanced. And then I've got a freeze ability here as well. And then my earth dragon, again, I've got quite a good earth team. We've got Dragon's Breath, causes an earthquake beneath enemy troops, basically gives them a stun. And we have got a sandstorm breath, reduces the damage received by 3 of my random troops. So by 58% chance to reduce by 35%. So it's a pretty decent ability now as I've started to level it up. You do this through this domesticate piece, but you have to collect up a load of these dragon stones to do it. So my dragons are looking pretty juicy. I've got a full water squad for my team 1, 26,000 power here. I've got a full earth squad for team 2. So as you gain more units of the same type, you get a lot of extra stats. And this has got probably 2 of my best epic heroes. And then I've got my lightning dragon sitting in my mish-mash squad. I've got my rare dude at the front. So Lancelot is actually a really good rare. And we've got a couple of other of the elite guys in the mix as well. So 3 squads. Let me show you the arena fights first. Arena's quite fun, I think. It's actually quite a good system. I'm sitting down in bronze, but we're going to start to battle up. I've got way more power than some of these dudes. So basically, we're going in. So you can see down here in the left, my team power, my level, my rank, all that type of stuff. And you can see what we're up against. So it's quite easy to get a feel for, should we be in the mix against some of these fights. Like this dude here, I'm going to call him Schlol, is way stronger than me. Like that's probably just an absolute skip. Higher level than me, higher power than me. Probably shouldn't win it. Albeit, we might be able to get like a couple of victory points out of it, but you're much better off just going for, almost like a given 2 points. So we should get a couple of points here. You can just skip the battles by using the thing at the top right. You'll see now the work that the dragons start to do as they get ranked up. I can see what I'm up against in terms of the different affinities, the different kind of skill sets. And also, if you lose, you can actually go into the battle report and see kind of where things went wrong or where things went well. In fact, their team 1, 26k power, going up against my team 1, he is demolishing me. I'm absolutely getting pulverized. 26 power against 22. We are getting wrecked against his team 1. So all of his power sitting in his team 1. This is quite interesting. So he's put all of the effort into team 1. If I get past their team 1, I absolutely just pulverize the rest of the other teams. But the team 1 might be enough to stop me. And maybe this is a good strat, honestly. I didn't really think about this. Instead of spreading out your stats, maybe just like pump it all into one team. Because this team is really tough. It's really tough to beat. It's got 3 lightning class, which gives him, what's this? Physical defense and magic defense plus 20%. And they're doing a good job of holding me off, honestly. They've got about 4k power left on this team. We should just about take it down. As you can see, we're starting now to turn the tide. And we're up against 2 other teams, which are much weaker. They're much weaker, and we've got a good chance now of pulling this back. So I've got it running on auto here. you can just manual it, choose when you're going to use your immortal abilities. If you feel like, when the fights start to get closer and closer, I think taking over and actually using the immortal abilities like your regens, like your attack downs, your stuns, using those at the right time, crucial moments in the fight, will kind of turn the tide as you want to get a bit more into the mix of it. But actually, I think the arena mode's pretty damn fun. There's a lot going on. Obviously, you could refight someone that you lose against and bring in a team that makes more sense against what you're facing here. And slowly but surely, we start to wreck. My dudes are all pretty damn low, but I do have another team waiting in the wings to come in. So we should be good just to kind of finish the job. Just wondering, I'm looking at my team powers. I think that I don't have the same squad set up as my normal troops. You have to set your arena stuff separately. I think that's why I've struggled a bit. I need to reset my arena teams. This team should bring it home. Yeah, I've got no dragon in this one. That's why. Still get the victory, though, which is good. We gain our points. We gain our insignias. Let's move out of that. So you set up your lineups here. So you go and change formation bottom left. Set up your lineups. This is not my best team anymore. I've got better squads now. So I can actually sub out on my Earth guys. So yeah, so I've got my big boy coming in the front. And she comes in the back now. That's how we get up to our higher power. Team 2, I need my dragon in. I think that is my best team for Team 2. And then Team 3, I'm going to add our dragon in here as well. And I think that's my best team for Team 3. So now we've got our team powers up. Right, confirm that. And then we go in against whoever we want. So my player power at the minute is 77k. I've got to kind of just be aware of who I'm up against in the arena. Their powers are pretty easy to see in the middle of the screen. Get more points for beating the higher power dudes, but obviously it's harder fight as well, right? So just got to be careful of what you're going to do. It refreshes as well. So let's go after a 53k free victory points. That sounds good to me. Now, you can auto sim this. You don't have to watch any of these fights if you don't have time. But if you're looking to try and work out, how your team is gaining the advantage, if you want to manual it as you start going higher in the arena, you can. And you can start to use things like your stuns, things like your decreased attacks, your regens at the right time, all that sort of stuff. If you're just running it through an auto like this, the AI is not terrible. It will actually pick stuff out at the right sort of time. But also, like anything, if you take over, you're going to be slightly stronger. Interestingly, this guy that I'm up against here, he's kind of weighted all of his troop power in Team 1. He's done all of his upgrades into Team 1. His Team 2 and 3 are both pretty damn weak. So as soon as I break the back of this first team, there's absolutely no way I lose. It's actually quite a good strat, though. One team at the front, absolutely maxed out with power, can beat all 3 of your enemy teams in the arena. So you just kind of got to play it as you want it. I've got quite an even spread. If anything, if I was to go back and start again, I would probably focus more on one team, pushing them right through the ranks and trying to get like a good 35k power Team 1 instead of spreading so much resource across all my teams. The reason why I did spread so much resource, though, is because I wanted more farming teams outside in the wider world. When I'm going to farm stuff, I want all teams able to beat up the gnomes and all of those guys. So I guess it's a bit of a hit and miss really. What's better, but certainly in arena, one team with a real dominant power can just literally, like you see here, my team now are just crucifying all of the teams. My second and third team, they're not even getting subbed in yet. They're like that. Tag me in. And my guys are like, don't worry, we've already got this. So once you kind of know you've won, if you want to, you can just literally sim to the end here. This button top right, and it'll get you your victory points. You get your points and insignias, and you can kind of work through the battle. If you actually want to try and dissect a battle, where did it go wrong or where did it go well, you can actually go into the battle system here, and it gives you kind of a breakdown of what went on with the battle, what did you win, all that type of stuff. You can go into the details. You're basically looking at who's doing the work, and you can replay it if you didn't watch it through. If you think I should have just won that, you can actually replay it and have a look at where did it actually go wrong. And you might just decide to be like looking at a bit more detail, look at the stats, who's doing your damage. So for me, my Leonardus is doing most of my damage. I've got a lot of healing coming in from I think it's Richard Richard. Can I talk? Richard. And then I've got like a couple of support units here, which just do a bit of everything. So, you can kind of see how that's going. And again, it just kind of gives you a bit of a split on what's going on, who's taking damage, who's doing the healing, who's controlling, all of that type of stuff. Quite cool, quite a good breakdown, I think, in terms of, getting under the skin of what's actually going on. Similarly, if you're taking hits, like this Lady Death has been pummeling my base over the last day. Look at this. So I might try and give her a bit of a hit back, but you can just see she's coming at me with a ton of power. I actually go after her. Let's see if we can take her back. This is going to be an interesting one. So I don't like being hit, Lady Death. So we set up the rally. We then, basically, anyone in the alliance can start to join the rally. Yeah, and they start to get involved. So as you kind of progress through your alliance, as you're trying to boost and act more of a cohesive unit, you can actually go all in after someone. You can wipe someone off the map if you want to. You also get a bit of a rally bonus here. So upgrading technology improves the rally bonus. Rallying on your own will not activate the bonus. So I need other people to do it. But I do get these kind of my alliance kind of quick march stuff going on as well. So let's see. Give it 5 minutes. So let's see how we get on trying to get some revenge on Lady Death. From your alliance screen, just while this is going on, you can kind of see here, you'll see this little icon pop up on your alliance page, on the main page here. And you can go in and just see whenever we're at war, who we're up against. And you can kind of see who's in the mix, who's getting involved of the rally. So at the moment, I mean, I've said it for 5 minutes because I'm trying to show you on a video, but at the moment we don't have any of the alliance jumping in. But clearly, as you do, they all start to fill up and then you get some work done, which I think eventually becomes probably the most fun part of this game, honestly. When you start to properly go to war with other alliances and you start to take down the map. You can see here as well, up the top left. So I've gone into a bloody rage and I can kind of activate different things. So I could activate rage, give me more crit rate. I can reduce the damage. Yeah, I can do all sorts of things around my bonuses. So I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to go for rage. Why not? Why don't we just go for rage? So we use that for an hour. Can I use more? Yeah, I think maybe I can use more. Let's do it. Let's try and make sure we take her down. Use a few gems. Why not? What else have we got? Increased damage. We're going all in. All in for the video. Let's do it. Please. Please mean that I actually win this fight. Well, it looks like the castle's on fire, Lady Death. How we doing? Let's see what's going on. We actually won the victory. There you go. So what do we get out of this? So she's got no troops sitting in her defense. You don't come at me without troops in your defense. There is some training ground stuff done. I've taken some spoils away. Nice bit of loot. You don't come at me without some sort of something coming back at you. Let's have a look. I guess there's going to be nothing to fight. She didn't have anything in her garrison. But the siege is active. The dragons are smacking. So basically you set up a load of siege defenses. You build a load of siege defenses. We can see we're just kind of smacking down the walls. The dragons explode in the portcullis. And we're taking very few losses. So there you go. Look. The arena, really fun way to battle in this game. But I think the big one for me is getting more involved in the Outer World stuff and starting to get some of this kind of alliance-wide sieges and battles going. That's where it's going to be really fun. I mean, HH Raiders, you can come and join the alliance. HH Raiders, we've still got some spots. Download the game using the link below. It benefits my channel and you can come and get involved. Really fun game. Infinity Kingdom, bam! We are smacking people all over the map.